Welcome to Also Driven. I'm Jim.
I'm Sean, and we are one day early to Grimsthorpe Castle,
Yes, it's up there.
which is Festival of the Unexceptional, and we're here on the setup day with our 2011 Tata Nano.
So there's no video this week of our normal things, but we did want to let you know what we're doing and where we're going to be tomorrow on Saturday at the Festival of the Unexceptional.
So we've been invited by Hegarty to display the Nano here on the Future Unexceptional Classics stand. It's going to be amongst a few other interesting ones, but the Nano, I think that when they found out that it existed and we had it, they really had to have it here because it really is probably one of the most unexceptional cars with an interesting story of the last sort of 15-20 years.
So we're going to be talking about it on stage tomorrow at 10:30 if you happen to be here. You're more than welcome to come over. There's Jeff Ruggles and there's John Coupland. Yes, the man who made the Proton, whatever it is, MPI.
Impian, and then there's the Wadja.
The Wadja.
I think he's got the Wadja.
He's got a Wadja
on display.
Yes. Has made them famous.
So what makes the Tata Nano so unexceptional? Well, there's kind of a story behind it, and there's also kind of its quirks and features, such as the fact that it has no check strap on the doors, which I always love. It's just basically the most basic car in the world ever. We have the biggest thing about it is that it has no opening tailgate. So this is a fixed panel. You cannot get into the boot unless you go into the back.
Which I will have to help because you need two.
Yes, you need two people. Because there are two catches here. We have also lap belts only in the rear. Two catches.
Let me know when you're ready.
Nearly. I need to hook my finger around it. There we go.
Catch.
Got it. Go. Done.
And the shelf comes down
Shelf
with
comes
it.
Indeed, and there is the boot, which underneath this piece of very high quality fabric is the lid for the engine compartment. I would really not enjoy working on this car. I mean, can you imagine? You'd be crawling here with your legs out of the door trying to work on the engine. Good God. Although the Nano is a very basic car, this is the LX, so it's top of the range. So we get a parcel shelf and we get front fog lights. We get this champagne beige paintwork that is, I think, metallic.
It's champagne silver is its official title.
Okay.
And the other two colours were yellow and red.
I think I'd have preferred either of those, to be honest. This is a bit meh.
Yes,
But there we are.
like a lot of cars that have been tarted up from very base models, it's got windy up windows in the back.
Yeah, but yes, we have front electric windows,
Which are conveniently
somewhere
mounted on the
right in front of the
floor.
gear stick.
Yeah.
Which also reveals that it is a 4-speed manual. So this is actually a sort of early 80s car launched in the 2010s. Does the central locking not work on that door either?
No.
Okay. Do you think this would be why I didn't think it had central locking?
Possibly.
Because it doesn't work.
The things is this one comes with aircon,
Yeah.
and you also get the trip meter, which isn't available on the other cars.
Exciting.
As well. It
Luxury.
is very highly spec. It also has a one-piece dashboard that I think was a recycled egg box at one point.
And also, if you look at where the steering column cowling goes in, that's just been cut with a Stanley knife, I reckon.
Yes, and there is absolutely no safety systems on the car whatsoever. So for 2011, you have no airbags, no EBD, no ABS.
No. Drum brakes all round.
Drum brakes all round, which is one of the reasons why it is not registered yet, because we are still waiting components for the drum brakes.
We are
because they are
indeed.
having some problems trying to get those. There are some plus points to it though. The car has a brand new, specific to this model, 2-cylinder all aluminium engine. It produces 37 horsepower, again an LX speciality. The base cars only had 35.
Oh my God, what do those extra 2 horsepowers give you?
I have no idea, but we were driving it the other day and it definitely...
flew.
It flew. It's very light. It's around 600 kilograms. We've had it on the back of the trailer today and we just didn't even notice it. You kind of looked in the mirror and you were like, oh my God, there's a car behind me. On the upside of this, on the Indian official fuel consumption figures, it does 70 miles to the gallon.
Okay. One of my favourite quirks and features about the Nano is it doesn't have a passenger door mirror. It's a proper early 80s car built in 2011 somehow.
And one of the things that really makes it very unexceptional is there was amazingly high hopes placed on this car in India. It's actually very similar to like the Rover groups. issues in the past where they had high hopes, but then some bad decisions meant that things didn't work out. And it was a sales disaster. They were expecting to sell 250,000 a year, and its entire production run over nearly a decade, they just scraped slightly over that amount, with just slightly under 300,000 cars sold in total. There was a lot of reasons why. One of the problems was that it was designed very much for the rural market, except for Tata had no dealerships there. They also were very economical on the truth about the cost. They said it would cost about £1,300 when it was launched. Very few cars actually made that. This car would have been about £2,500. Tata decided that they would make the car a competitor to buying a motorcycle, and said it would cost about twice as much in Indian money. It really ended up costing about 4 times as much. So that meant poor people couldn't afford it, but people who could afford it didn't want to buy it because it was kind of associated as a poor person's car, and they would much rather buy a much more desirable second-hand car that didn't have that attached to it.
Other exciting features of the Nano are, in order to fill it with petrol, you actually have to open the bonnet by pulling the catch in the normal fashion under the dashboard, and then fiddling out under here, find the right catch, lift the bonnet up, and you discover there is the gas tank. You also discover under here just how sort of poor quality the car really is, in the sense that it's really quite rusty on all of the seams inside there, under the bonnet itself. And it's only a 2011 car, and I think most European cars made from 2011 would not look like this, especially given that it, you know, lived in a very hot country that probably didn't have any salt on the roads. Is this the definition of polishing a proverbial word?
Can you say that word on YouTube?
That's why I did say it.
We've said much worse words on YouTube when things are broken, like they were this morning, which may appear in another video. Who knows? Yes, this is the literal definition of polishing a turd.
The quality in this car really is flawless. Underneath the passenger seat is this plastic thing, which turns out is the cover for the fuel pump. That's, yeah, that's a sign of quality, isn't it?
So that's our little preview of the Festival of the Unexceptional. Unfortunately, not much to look at.
This place will be full of like over 1,000, maybe 1,500 cars tomorrow. So we're very excited to look at some of those. A bit overwhelmed, actually, probably.
Yeah.
It's quite nice to be here today. It's all chilled.
Yeah, to say this is really nice. Anyway, thank you for watching this tiny little update on what we've been doing. We'll catch you in the next one, whatever and wherever it may be.